It's a meeting place for the incel community.
The what community?
Incel community is short for involuntary celibacy. No point in denying it.
This was a topic that I wanted to make a video about for a while now, but I wasn't really sure because I don't want to upset men who already struggle in life or make those people feel bad about themselves.
And yet you decided to make a video doing exactly what you claimed you was not going to do. And what's more, fellow MGTOW brothers, you got these retarded fuck-ass MGTOW haters still crying and bitching about MGTOWs being an incel, being incels, even though that argument has been destroyed on both sides, completely debunked. But they believe jumping in front of the camera still crying and bitching about it will give them a different result. Despite the current status between the two groups. But yep, it's me again. They hate us. This is why they stay making videos giving a fuck about us at the same time. I am your host, JD Miles. The MGTOWs, they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time. This is why these retarded fucks keep us relevant to this very day. And I'm back again. Apparently, these incel crybabies just can't seem to let it go. Their argument is dead. They have yet to refute our counter-art. They have yet to refute what's been said. Both MGTOWs and incels came out refuting this argument, debunking this argument altogether, but somehow these retarded fuck-ass incel crybabies think that they constantly cry and bitch about MGTOWs or incels hanging on to a dead argument for dear life. That is going to give them a different result. Not knowing that they're making complete fools out of their goddamn selves. Now, apparently we got this dude called Death to All Chats, the irony of his name, who re-uploaded his video about MGTOW incel in denial. But I got a question. Who's really the one who's in denial? The MGTOWs the MGTOWs that he claimed are incels in denial, or his retarded fuck ass who's in complete denial over the fact that his argument is dead and there's no coming back? But I digress. Let's hear what the incel crybaby has to say.
Get it. Nobody likes to get called incel, but at some point these dudes needs to realize they are not so much different than the incels they look down upon. If you didn't know, MGTOW stands for men going their own way. Basically, these people claim that they are boycotting women. You didn't fire me, I quit.
It has came to the point where I'm going to have to start boycotting women.
And can this retarded fuck ass MGTOW hating ass incel crybaby get claimed that all MGTOWs are boycotting women? Or is he taking video clips from certain content creators saying that and trying to apply it to all? Question: why are these retarded fuck ass MGTOW haters always trying to jump up and step up to MGTOW, thinking they got MGTOWs figured out, only to embarrass and make a fool out themselves in the process? I don't know. But let's continue.
I'm just going to have to start boycotting women.
They claim to have gone their own way, but literally all they do is talk about women 24/7 and convince themselves how better off they are without them.
And look who's crying and bitching about them as they do it. You. I mean, ain't nothing more of an embarrassment than to be crying and bitching over other people crying and bitching. What did my grandparents told me and my siblings growing up? You argue with a fool, then how would anyone know who's the actual fool? I mean, straight up. But let's continue.
I mean, it is just funny how much MGTOW circles hate on incels, considering the fact that they are the closest one to us. If there is one thing MGTOWs hate most, it is being called incel. If you want to trigger a MGTOW, just call them incel.
But yet, look who's triggered over the fact that his argument is an absolute failure. And guess what? He's going to prove that point later on in his video. But ain't it funny? He wants to talk about MGTOWs being a cope, but look who's coping on camera, coming up with all these lame, retarded, fuck-ass excuses to why his argument is an absolute failure. Oh, if you want to trigger in a MGTOW, call him an incel. Why? Why? Because you can't accept the fact that MGTOWs are not incels. You can't take it, can you? This is why you re-uploading your videos thinking that you still have an argument, which of course is an obvious failure. I think so, right? Let's continue.
I think they look at us and see what they don't like in themselves. That is the underlying cause of their hate on us.
Yeah, everybody wants to be just like you. Death to all chads! Seriously, what MGTOW wants to be you? Wants to be you, an absolute doomer. You got life and bullshit all fucked up if that's what you think. Let's continue.
Let me show you a post from their sub, and mind you, there are many other similar threads like this. This is just an example. Let's see what this copper has to say. You are an illogical dumbass who has no actual arguments against us. MGTOW is not an incel group. Yes, I am sure there are some incels within the MGTOW community, but most of us have had a relationship. That is what brought us to MGTOW in the first place. Most of us are normal guys who have been divorce raped, manipulated, or cheated on by our ex-partners. We get frustrated because we have been treated like shit through all the relationships we have been in. Incels get frustrated because they can't get in a relationship in the first place. That is the difference. Calling us incels is nothing more than a lazy ad hominem. And I want to ask this dude, why did you get treated like shit in all your relationships? Do you think white shit also get treated like shit? Why did you get divorce raped? Can it be the fact that you were nothing more than a beta box and she was never attracted to you? Do you think incels couldn't be a beta box provider if they stooped to your level?
Wow, just wow. For someone who swears up and down that MGTOWs get triggered when you call them an incel, look at this retarded fuck-ass incel crybaby getting completely triggered over a PSA. Look at him getting all up in his feelings and emotions, all because he got told about himself. And by the way, yes, us MGTOWs can clearly see that you're mad because your argument just got debunked. If some of the MGTOWs got divorce rate, then one would think at one point in time they were married to a woman, they consummated the marriage, have sex with that woman before they got divorce rate. Some MGTOWs got cheated on by ex-partners, in which 9 times out of 10, they had sex with that partner before they got cheated on. But wait a second. Last time I checked, incels have a hard time getting women. They can't get women. And furthermore, I'm going to put a link in the description box because I actually gave out the definition. Everybody knows celibate means a person who is a virgin who refrains from sex until marriage. Once again, debunks your argument. Some of us, MGTOWs, myself included, have children. That means we had sex before. So that completely debunks your argument about MGTOWs being incels. But apparently this incel crybaby just can't take it. Just can't take it. And now he wants to cry and bitch over PSA, over the PSA because he ain't saying the things he wants him to say. And this retarded fuck ass incel crybaby claims that us MGTOWs are triggered. Have several seats and shut the fuck up forever. Because as we all can hear, you're the one whining and crying over the fact that your argument is dead. And no, the MGTOWs didn't just debunk the argument, both the MGTOWs and the incels came out debunking your argument. Oh, you're going to argue? Oh, and let me guess, you're going to argue with the incels who are part of the incel group on that matter? Then you just discredit yourself completely. And another thing to keep in mind, you incel crybaby, the incels and the MGTOWs don't get along with each other, which further destroys your argument. These MGTOW hating incel crybabies still trying to hang on, still trying to find a missing link between the two that's not even there. And it's funny that they're trying to put incels and MGTOWs in the same boat, knowing good and damn well that they don't get along with each other. Incels hate MGTOW because they believe MGTOW is throwing a wrench in the engine of progress. MGTOWs don't like incels because they need to grow back. They need to grow a backbone. But according to these MGTOW hating incel crybabies, oh, they all one and the same. Yeah, that sounds retarded, doesn't it? But let's hear him cry and bitch some more about PSA's post.
Just because you have lost your virginity, do you think you are better than us? See, this shit is why I'm making this video. MGTOW people need to realize they are not so different than us and stop coping.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean better than you? Oh, I get it now. This incel crybaby crying and bitching is an actual incel, thus proving my point entirely. MGTOWs and incels don't like each other. And now we got an incel who's trying his very hardest to try to put both of us in the same boat. No wonder why he's crying and bitching over PSA's post. Because he's an incel who don't want to be alone in that boat. So he wants MGTOWs to join him in his boat as well. Fuck out of here. And keep in mind, some of us MGTOWs did have women before. That's destroying your argument. Remember, incels can't get women. So it's hard to believe that MGTOWs are incels if they were divorce raped or cheated on. In fact, if you were an incel, then women would not even dare give you a look, period. This is why this post triggered this retarded fuck ass incel crybaby, and this is the same retarded fuck claiming that MGTOWs are triggered. This right here I don't even need to go any further because this right here just completely destroys his argument altogether. This is the reason why he's still crying like a little bitch about MGTOWs are incels, along with the other retarded fucks still trying to hang on to a dead argument. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. I'm done with this incel crybaby who's an incel himself who can't accept the fact that his argument has been debunked and dead for a long time. And I'm out this bitch. Later.